Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today, I've got a super creepy story for you called The Abandoned Obby. It starts off like any other Obby, but things quickly take a dark turn. Grab your popcorn and let's get into it. It was a rainy Saturday afternoon, and Emma was feeling adventurous. She'd just finished her homework and was ready to dive into Roblox for the day. Scrolling through the list of games, nothing really stood out to her. That was until one game caught her eye. The Abandoned Obby. The thumbnail was an image of an old, rusted gate surrounded by fog. The title was strange too. Most Obby, obstacle course games, were full of bright colors and fun, but this one felt eerie. It only had a few players online and 0 ratings, which made Emma hesitate. Why not? Let's check it out, she said, clicking the game. The game loaded, but instead of the usual Obby background music, there was silence. The screen flickered for a second, and when it cleared, Emma found herself standing in a dark forest. There were broken down trees and old, rotting platforms that looked like they'd been there for years. In the distance, Emma could make out an old mansion towering against the stormy sky. Okay, this is weird, Emma thought. Where's the Obby? She began walking toward the mansion, hoping to find the start of the obstacle course. As she neared the gates, a chilling wind howled through the trees, causing the leaves to rustle eerily. The entrance to the mansion was wide open, and there was a sign that said, "Enter if you dare." Curious, Emma pressed forward, stepping inside. The door slammed shut behind her with a loud bang, and her screen flickered again. For a split second, Emma could have sworn she saw someone in the window of the mansion, staring at her with glowing eyes. Okay, I'm definitely getting out of here soon, she thought, but something urged her to keep going. Inside, the mansion was even creepier. There were cobwebs everywhere, dust covering the furniture, and a faint smell of something rotten. As Emma walked down the hallway, she noticed strange, faded portraits on the walls. Each painting was of different Roblox avatars, but their eyes seemed to follow her as she moved. She shuddered but kept going. At the end of the hall, there was a staircase leading to the basement. The door to the basement creaked open by itself as she approached, and a cold breeze came from the darkness below. Without thinking too much about it, Emma stepped down the stairs. The basement was darker than anything she'd seen before. It looked like a maze with broken walls, old crates, and more flickering lights. She was about to turn back when she saw something strange. There, in the corner of the basement, was a glowing red button. Is this part of the Obby? She thought. Emma cautiously pressed the button, and suddenly, the walls of the basement started to move, trapping her inside. The ground began to shake, and a loud, distorted voice echoed through the room. You shouldn't have come here. The lights flickered one last time, and the walls began closing in on Emma. Panicking, she dashed through the maze, her heart racing as the walls crept closer. As she ran, she could hear footsteps, slow, deliberate, and something whispering her name echoing through the maze. Emma. The walls closed in tighter, and she barely made it through the last opening before they snapped shut completely. She found herself in a small, dark room with only one door left. The door was covered in thick, black vines, but it looked like it was the way out. Emma tried to open it, but it was locked. Just then, she heard the voice again, this time right behind her. You shouldn't have pressed the button. Spinning around, she saw a shadowy figure. A Roblox avatar, but its body was glitching and distorted. The figure's face was a terrifying blur of static and darkness, with glowing white eyes staring right at her. She tried to run, but the figure grabbed her by the arm and whispered, "You're mine now." Suddenly, Emma's screen turned completely black, and the game shut down. Her computer froze for a moment before she could finally close the window. Her heart was racing, and she could barely catch her breath. As she stared at her desktop, she noticed something strange. A new message appeared in the corner of her screen. It wasn't from her friends, and it wasn't a system notification. The message read, "You've been added to the abandoned Obby." Emma froze. Her Roblox avatar now had a strange new outfit, one she hadn't chosen. It was a tattered robe, and her avatar's eyes were glowing faintly white. Emma quickly logged out and uninstalled Roblox. But to this day, she swears she still hears faint whispers in the dark, calling her name from the screen. And every now and then, when she logs back in, she notices that one of her friend requests is from a user named The Watcher. Thanks for watching, guys.